Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been long overdue and a very long time since I posted a video. The video I'm creating today is essentially this eye look that I created and basically how to master glitter eyeshadow, especially if you're more of a novice to it. Glitter can be a little bit intimidating, especially when it comes in a pigment. I'm going to be using a liquid glitter today to make it a bit more easier for both me and you, so you can do this at home by yourself. This video is in partnership and sponsored by BeautySphereCo on Instagram and WantThisBeauty.com. So do check out the products that they carry because it is so amazing, and does the lighting really have to do this right now? The products that they sent me I never used before, and I wasn't expecting them to come out like this, and I really enjoy creating this look and how amazing it looks, because look at that, like, where's the sun? Look at that reflectiveness of the glitter that I use, and it was just a liquid eyeshadow. So a little disclaimer, it is winter in Canada for me right now, and even though I was hoping that it was just snow, because it is snowing right now and the lighting is amazing, when I started filming this video it was on and off, so there are glares throughout the video, and I'm so sorry about that, but I kept changing. Like right now I start off the video like this, so I had like it wasn't glaring in my eyes, but I had to continuously shift my space from one side of the room to the other to try to get some good lighting, so I do apologize for that. But regardless of that, the tutorial came out really nice, and you can still see how I produce this look for you. So stay tuned and continue watching to see how to create this look, and I really do hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to start off by priming my eyelids with this Absolute eyeshadow primer. It has the doe foot applicator, and the primer does have a little bit of tint to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply straight onto my eyelid with the doe foot applicator. And using my ring finger, I'm going to blend that out so there's an even base. So for this eye look, I already went ahead and did my complexion and my base, and we're just going to go jump right into the eyeshadow. The palette that I'll be using today is by Rude Cosmetics. It's the Return of the Jedi Shadow palette. It's pretty big. It looks like a book, but when you open it up, it has quite a large amount of eyeshadows in it. I'm going to be using this tapered blending brush from LA Colors. I'm just going to go into this middle shade on the top row right here. I'll be using this as my transition shade, and I'm just going to blend it gently into the crease in circular motions. Then go in with this deeper neutral brown shade. Using the same brush, I'm just going to tap off the excess so I won't get any fallout on my under, like the eye area. I'm just going to start off in the outer corner and blend inwards. Driving it into the crease, I'm just going to deepen up the crease. Going back in with the same brush, I'm just going to go down one color from the color that I was using earlier to even deeper cocoa brown. And with that, I'm just going to really focus on just the outer corner, bring it down in and low. It's okay to get the center of your lid space a little messy because we are going to be going over with the cream glitter shadow. My main goal right now is to just get that outer corner really smoked up. Using the primer from earlier, I'm just going to go back in with a little dab of it right in the inner corner of my eye. And then using my ring finger, I'm just going to dab it out. This is just to create a base so I can add on a new layer of fresh shadow to add a pop of color. This is also going to just clean up the crease a little bit. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blending brush, and with the flat edge I'm going to be going into this peachy pink shade with some gold reflex. So what I'm trying to do is just really pack on the pigment onto the brush, and then with the flat side I'm going to press it right onto the lid. That extra layer of primer that we just put underneath this is really going to adhere the shadows onto the lid and give it more pigmentation. Going back in with my taper blending brush from LA Colors, I'm just going to go back into that really deep, warm red brown. And I'm just going to blend out the outer corner in the center of the lid to make the transition of this peachy shade to the brown a bit more seamless. Now using the tapered blending brush, I'm just going to go into this black shade at the corner right here. Using the absolute lightest touch, I'm just going to really focus this in the outer corner for some extra depth. I'm just using light tapping motions and blending it out gently. I'm going to be adding a bit more glitter to this look, so I'm going to be using the Nika K Radiant Liquid Eyeshadow. This is going to be in the shade Polaris Peach. So it is a liquid eyeshadow, and it has a lip gloss applicator at the end of it. I'm just going to wipe the excess off the back of my hand. So this would give me a bit more control when applying the liquid shadow. I'm just going to really focus it on the inner corner. And just using dabbing motions, I'm going to tap it out. The reason I want to use dabbing motion and not a swiping motion is because I don't want to displace the eyeshadow underneath it, because it's a liquid on top of a powder. And this is why I also put extra primer underneath that layer of pigmented peachy eyeshadow, is so that it does have a bit more adherence onto the skin, so it won't move as much. The sun is so intense, it has such a metallic kind of sheen to it, almost looking, well, it is wet, but like giving a really glossy finish. I'm just going to use my hand to fan out the liquid eyeshadow so it dries a bit faster. To blend out the glitter and liquid shadow, I'm actually going to wipe off all the excess off the brush. And with nothing left on my brush, I'm just going to pat out the outer edges. So it looks a bit more faded. If you wanted to add more intensity, feel free to just use a bit more on the tip and apply it on the inner corner. Now, because I don't want to be taking away from this glittery look, I'm not going to be placing this on my inner corner. Instead, I'm just going to go back into the palette and use a lighter shimmery shade to highlight my inner corner. I'll be using this light pink shimmery color with my pinky finger, just rubbing it in. Gonna gently place it right on the inner corner with my finger and tapping it out to blend it out. Now going back in with my e.l.f. blending brush, I'm gonna actually clean off all the excessive pink pigment that I had on it. And I'm gonna go back in with one of the lighter brown shades that I used on my crease. Just to dab it in a flat, straight angle into the shadow so it only touches the bristles of the brush. And with that, I'm gonna blend it out on my lower lash line. Using that same technique, I'm gonna just go in with a little bit of black from that palette just to smoke out the the outer corner of my waterline. I'm going to be using this LA Girls Ultimate Eye Intense Auto Liner. It's just a twist-up liner. I really like how it has like a soft grip on the pen itself, so it's easy to hold. It's just really soft and creamy and intense. So with this, I'm actually just going to use it to line my lash line at the top and just really get between those lashes. Now I'm not going to be putting eyeliner at my bottom waterline because I don't want to close off this look and make my eyes look too sharp and intense. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using this LA Girls Fine Line Liquid Pen Liner with the felt tip. And I'm actually just going to line with dashes at the very top and create a very thin fine liner. I'm not really going to be creating a large wing with this because I don't want to take it away from the look either. I just really want the focus to be the glitter on my lid. So just very gently, I'm just going to trace on top of my lash line. And at the very end, I'll just create the tiniest wing. So the baby wing is just going to accentuate my eyes a little bit, but it's not going to take away from the glitter. To finish off this look, I'm going to be using the Ardell Faux Mink Lashes in the style 811, as well as the Ardell Lash Grip Glue. So before I put on the lashes, I'm actually going to take them out and measure them on my eye and trim them to make sure that they fit perfectly. Before I put on the glue, I'm just going to take the pair of lashes that I trimmed and I'm going to roll them back and forth so they do have a bit more bend to them and they'll fit my eye shape a little bit better. So I just squeezed a little bit of lash glue on the back of my hand and I'm just going to take the lashes and gently just run the edges along the glue to get it on. Once I have a nice thin layer on it, I'm just going to give it a few seconds to get tacky before I apply it on my eye. Just taking my lash applicator, I'm going to gently place the center on first and dragging the outer corner onto it before taking the inner corner and placing that down as well. So the great thing about these lashes is that they do have an invisible band to them, so whether or not you decide to wear any so whether or not you decide to wear any eyeliner, it wouldn't matter regardless of, because they won't show up. They just have to be a black thick band where you do need eyeliner to cover up. Now just using the flat edge of my lash applicator, I'm just going to squeeze the band down to my lash line. These lashes already look really natural, but this is just going to make it even more seamless. You can also use your eyeliner to deepen up the lash band with some black if you want it to merge in some more. And just make it seamless overall. Just make sure that the glue on your lash band is already dried because you don't want to ruin your eyeliner. And just brushing off any excess. That is essentially the completed look. So this is a complete glittered eye look. I know glitter can be a little bit intimidating, especially if you're more of a novice when it comes to makeup. When it comes to cream or liquid shadows that has glitter in it, it really does make the application seem a lot more easier and a lot more flawless. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in to get a closer look at this eye makeup. Look how the glitter just really reflects in the sun. All the products I used for this eye look was sent to me by BeautySphere, and these are all items that they do carry on their website. In all honesty, I tried these products, all of them pretty much for the first time except for the Ardell lashes, which I've had used before. But I was actually pleasantly surprised with the palette, the quality of the palette, as well as the liquid eyeshadow. For the liquid eyeshadow, they did send me 2 colors, which I'm going to swatch the other one for you. Because of the color schematic in the palette, I did stick with the peachy shade because they had a bit more warmth to it. This is going to be Polaris Peach. The glitter in this is a bit more chunky, but it does create a lot more shine to it. A lavender lilac shade. It looks like there's a silver sheen to it. However, if you look closely, there's actually a pink chromatic sheen to it as well. I'm not good at swatching at the back of my hand. Like, I gotta swatch it before I can show you. This is how that color looks like. Again, this is also very intense when it comes to reflectiveness. You can see how there's different flecks of glitter in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you enjoyed the products I used in this video or the video itself, go ahead and check out BeautySphereCo on Instagram to see all the selection of products that they have, as well as WantThisBeauty.com if you want to check out the Rude Cosmetics palette that I use, or any of the liquid eyeshadows that I use too, because they are so amazing. I didn't expect the color to be so pigmented and reflective at the same time. They remind me a lot like the Stila glitter shadows. However, I think this is like a third of the price. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you soon and have a wonderful day today.